A young Mayan woman is taking a bath in the river. She is enjoying the temperature of the water on this hot summer day in pre Columbian Mexico. From the wilderness, she spots it. There it is, a jaguar. However, the young maid is not scared of being devoured by the feline. Even more, she finds the specimen beautiful. She is mesmerized. The young woman actually starts walking towards the majestic beast, who slowly starts walking away. The female disappears, and the people know that she has been taken by El Dzulum. Uy, cucuy, welcome back to the Mexighost Tales. I am your host, Danny Chavez, here to bring you more of Mexico's true crime, ghost stories, conspiracy theories, creepypastas, and more. So if this is your type of content, hit that subscribe button, leave a like and a comment. This helps out the channel a lot, and it helps us to get more stories out to you. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as the Mexighost. We are more than happy to meet you there as well. Today we're talking about cryptids. Yes, this came as a request from another one of our subscribers. I hope I'm not butchering your name, Nancy Machio. Shout out to you. So if you have a request or a suggestion for us, let us know in the comment section. I also want to thank our subscribers that give us tips and tricks about how to better our content. That really helps out, and we are listening to you. But first, if you don't know what cryptids are or what is cryptozoology, I will give you a quick rundown. This is just bare bones, so if this is a topic that piques your interest, there are cryptozoologists on Facebook and other platforms that do a tremendous job. I urge you to go check them out and support their content. People that look for Bigfoot are basically cryptozoologies. They look for these type of creatures, kind of like a paleontologist looks for dinosaurs. The difference is that the existence of said creatures that they look for and study is highly disputed. The Loch Ness monster comes to mind, El Chupacabras, and such. The cryptid that we will be discussing today is none other than El Dzulum. This mythical creature has been recorded since the Mayan Empire. Dzulum basically translates to anxiety for death, and we will find out why during this episode. There is a debate if this creature was or is indeed a cryptid or a paranormal creature, due to the different types of reactions it would generate between man and woman. It is said that El Dzulum would appear to the woman as a beautiful beast. It would then hypnotize the females, lure them to its hideout, and they would wander idly alongside it forever or until the beast had no more use for them. According to the Mayans, El Dzulum would attract young women because it would feed off their flesh. There are a few surviving victims of the legendary creature. These would be found unconscious, naked alongside the river or in the jungle, and they would be found years later after their disappearance. They would describe it as a giant jaguar with beautiful fur, and that fur would shine with the moonlight, and it had a mesmerizing look in its eyes. It would be able to climb any place it desired. On the other hand, the males that had seen the creature had a very different description of it. They claimed it looked like a very big wolf, that it had mange with large, sharp fangs and claws, and a very thick fur. Hence the translation mentioned at the beginning of the episode. The man that had the opportunity to be in the presence of El Dzulum would be anxious to die due to his gruesomeness. The animal is still feared as it was 500 years ago. And it's not just one of them. There are several of this breed, and they roam around the vicinities of the place. The legend states that the beast was created by the Mayan gods. It is a soulless creature, and it's doomed to roam, feeding constantly on the souls of young women. There are other versions that state that it was not created by the gods, but that he was a man that was cursed to possess this form for eternity due to committing horrendous crimes. He was condemned to roam along the Chiapas Peninsula as a nocturnal creature, sad and lonely, but due to his need to feed himself, or just as an act of revenge, he would start to use black magic, sense, and deception to attack young women in the jungle to devour them. This makes El Dzulum one of the most feared cryptids in Mexico by humans and animals alike. Even the jaguars would surrender their food in order for El Dzulum to spare their life. Some inhabitants even have offerings for the beast, so it would leave them alone, but El Dzulum is stubborn, and once it sets its sights on its victim, it will be relentless till the victim is lured to the forest to be devoured. And with that, we come to the end of this episode of the Mexighost. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this is just a brief description of El Dzulum. There are multiple videos on YouTube, and there's also some of the Mayan history about it. However, we're just, like I said, I'm just trying to give you the bare bones of it. It has different meanings in Mayan culture, but without a doubt, El Dzulum is one of the most feared cryptids. So I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, remember to subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, leave a comment, leave us your suggestions. And again, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook as the Mexighost. And we will see you on the next one, where we will explore another part of Mexico's other history.
Y celebraremos una gran fiesta mexicana juntos.
¿De qué fiesta hablas?
Noviembre 2.
¿Y qué celebran?
A los muertos.